Hello guys, trust you're doing fantastic. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about complement form. Now let's talk about the types of complement forms that we have. We have the first one is called the ones complement form representation. The second type is called the twos complement form representation. Now let's go straight in explaining what the ones complement means. Now the ones complement representation means getting the complement of each and every digit in the binary number. What this means is to get the inverse of each and every digit in a binary number. So what we're going to do is that, for example, if you have 1, the inverse of 1 is 0. If you have 0, the inverse of 0 is 1. So it's just taking the inverse of this binary number. Now let's consider this. For example, let's represent 9 in binary. It will have to represent 9 in binary. 9 is going to be 1001. Now if you're wondering how did you arrive at this, now this is the direct method for you to represent any decimal value in binary number system. Now since we know that the minimum number required to represent 9 in binary number system is 4 bits. So since we know that, then it means we have to use 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 1, and 2 raised to power 0, which will give us 2 raised to power 3 is 8, 2 raised to power 2 is 4, 2 raised to power 1 is 2, and then 2 raised to power 0 is 1. Now using this direct method tells us that where you have 1, it means 8 is present. Where you have 0, 4 is absent, the other value is 0, 2 is absent, then the last value is 1, it means 1 is present. So if you add the 12 them, if you add both together, 8 plus 1, you're going to get 9. So this is how you arrive at this. Very easy. Alright, so in that case, once we understand that, let's take a step further. Now to get the ones complement representation of 9, all we need to do is to take the inverse of this binary number. Remember, ones complement means taking the complement of each and every digit, okay, in this binary number. Now since you have 1, the inverse of 1, which is known as the complement of 1, is going to be 0. Now at this point we have 0. The complement of 0 is going to be 1. You have 0 at this part. The complement of 0 is going to be 1. And then you have 1. The complement of 1 is going to be 0. This is very straightforward, very easy. So at this point, it means we've been able to obtain the first complement or the ones complement representation of 9. This is the answer. Now let's take a step further. All right. Now it says twos complement representation means adding 1 to the ones complement of any number. It means once you have obtained the ones complement, which is the first step. Now the second step is for you to obtain the twos complement, and in order for you to obtain the twos complement, it means that you need to add 1 to the ones complement. Now let's do that. For example, find the twos complement form of 9. Now in order for we to do this, if you're given this kind of question in your examination, it means that first you need to find the ones complement and then you proceed in obtaining the twos complement. So I have documented the steps to make it very easy for you to follow through. Now the first thing, the solution is we need to get the ones complement of 9, which is known as the actual binary. So that will be 1001. Now this is the actual binary. The first step is to obtain the actual binary of 9, which is 1001. The next step is for we to obtain the ones complement of 9, which is taking the inverse of each and every digit in the binary number. Now you have 1, the inverse of 1 is going to be 0. You have 0, the inverse of 0 is going to be 1. You have 0, the inverse of 0 is going to be 1. And you have 1, the inverse of 1 is going to be 0. This is nothing but complement. So we have taken the first complement. So this is the first complement form of 9. Now the next stage and the final stage is to obtain the 2's complement. And in order for we to obtain the 2's complement, we need to add 1 to the 1's complement. Now we have 1 added plus 1. So it means 0 plus 1, we're going to have 1. Then bring down this 1, bring down this 1, and then bring down this 0. So therefore, the 2's complement is going to be 0, 1, 1, 1. Hence, the 2's complement of 9 is equals to 0, 1, 1, 1. So this is how simple it is. Now, let me remind you, pay attention to the subsequent videos in this channel. Enjoy this video. Bye.